What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over some of my favorite fragrances of all time, and I'm going to show you kind of which ones that I prefer for different situations, that sort of thing, because I do typically tend to wear fragrances depending on my outfit and depending on the situation that I'm going to be in. So we'll jump right into it with a very, very popular option here, Acqua di Gio from Giorgio Armani. So this is Acqua di Gio Profumo in the black bottle. Essentially, this is a stronger version of the regular Acqua di Gio. The benefit to this one is that it lasts a lot longer than the traditional classic one, and it has kind of a more manly scent to it. So this has kind of a musky, more amber scent to it than the traditional Acqua di Gio. And again, I'm by no means am I a fragrance expert. I'm just a regular dude, and I'm just showing you some of my favorite fragrances. So this one is sort of your black tie event. I wear this one typically if I'm going to be wearing like dress clothes, or I'm going to be dressing up a little bit more than I normally do. That's kind of where this one shines, is because this is really designed for if you're dressing up, you really want to kind of peak on your level of manliness. That's where this one shines, because it has a very manly scent, and the performance on it is really, really good. It does last about 6 hours or so before you'd have to reapply it. So Acqua di Gio Profumo, highly recommend, kind of the black tie event. Now, I've got a couple different John Varvatos fragrances here. So we'll start with this one. This is the original Artisan. So you can kind of tell they're popularized by the wicker that goes around here. Now this one, the John Varvatos Artisan, this is a very casual scent. I mean, this is honestly like if I'm going to the grocery store, or if I'm going to just be in a casual environment, just, you know, t-shirt, jeans, that sort of thing, because this has a very clean, soapy smell to it. It's like a gingery, kind of a ginger soap smell, but it just smells fresh. It smells clean. It doesn't have the best performance, unfortunately. It only lasts maybe 2 to 3 hours before you'd have to reapply it. So again, quick run to the grocery store, something like that. That's where this one really, really shines. So that's the John Varvatos Artisan, kind of a casual soapy scent. And then my personal favorite from John Varvatos is the Artisan Pure. So the white bottle here, this smells amazing. This is honestly one of my favorite. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like Miami. Like if you think of Miami Vice, it kind of just smells like, you know, button-down shirt, a couple buttons. It just smells like the beach. Kind of has that little, you know, clean beachy scent to it. But it just kind of reminds you of Miami, really. Very, very manly fragrance. This is, again, kind of a casual fragrance. So it's not something that I would typically wear if I'm going to be dressing up or something like that. But this is kind of just a casual, manly scent that, again, just has that Miami Vice kind of vibe to it. So that's John Varvatos Artisan Pure. And fun fact, these are actually very, very difficult to find right now for inexpensive prices, because I think John Varvatos did file bankruptcy, so they did some restructuring. But both of these are actually like almost impossible to find. So I'm going to put links in the descriptions below for everything. But Artisan Pure and Artisan can't go wrong, but I prefer to have both. Now, one of my all-time favorite scents, it's a classic scent. This is kind of, if you were to think of like James Bond, right? Like what does James Bond smell like? In my opinion, it would be Bleu de Chanel. Now, Bleu de Chanel, this is one of my favorites. It has just such a gentleman's vibe to it, right? Like this right here is black tie, dress up, James Bond mode. That's where Bleu de Chanel really shines. Now, this is the Eau de Toilette version, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, this is the Eau de Toilette version. So they do have an Eau de Parfum and then also a Parfum as well. But this Eau de Toilette is the most bang for your buck. This is probably one of the more expensive versions. I forgot to mention all of the prices, so let's just recap real quick. Acqua di Gio, this is probably going to run you about $80 for a small bottle for the Acqua di Gio Profumo. And then John Varvatos Artisan, 40, 50 bucks. Artisan Pure, this guy probably going to run you in the neighborhood of 60 to 70 if you can find it. So let's get back to Bleu de Chanel. So The Eau de Toilette, this bottle here is about $120. It is on the pricier side for men's fragrances. However, like I said, it just smells so good. I mean, this is definitely a suit and tie, James Bond type fragrance, and I wear it during those occasions. Now, these last two are, I've sort of come across these really in the last like 2 years or so, but both of these scents are from Aaron Marino or Alpha M over at Pete and Pedro. So this is Rebel and King. We'll start with Rebel here. What I absolutely love about this fragrance is not only the smell, like, oh, it just smells so good. This honestly smells, if you're familiar with Creed Aventus, Pete and Pedro's Rebel was inspired by Creed Aventus, so it does not smell identical by any means, but it does smell rather close. And honestly, it's not a clone, but if you like Creed Aventus, you're gonna love Rebel. Now the beauty of this is this performance is amazing. Like, it's up there with the Bleu de Chanel and the Acqua di Gio. I mean, it's superb. I mean, this lasts me about 4 to 5 hours before I have to reapply, and that's because it is a perfume or an eau de parfum. It's an EDP concentration for this and King. So, I mean, you're getting a really, really high quality product for that, and it smells amazing. I mean, I absolutely get so many compliments when I wear this, and people who are familiar with Creed Aventus ask me if I'm wearing Creed Aventus because I'm wearing Pete and Pedro's Rebel. But man, it smells unbelievable. Now, they have another one that I don't own as well. I have sampled it. It's called Hero, and it's actually it was inspired by Acqua di Gio. And that one, I absolutely loved it, but I wanted to go ahead and buy Rebel as the first one. And then just this past year in 2020, Aaron and the team over there at Pete and Pedro dropped King. Now, King was inspired by Green Irish Tweed, which is also from the boutique of Creed. And this smells, like if I had to sum this up into one word, this just smells like class. This just smells like a gentleman. Like if you think of like the Kingsman movies, that's what this would be. I mean, this is that scent. And again, performance on King is fantastic. It's like 3 to 4 hours of solid performance and solid projection before you even have to think about reapplying. Now, King, both of these bottles, these size bottles, these are their largest bottles that they sell. Both of these are $49 each, which is absolutely absurd because you're talking two fragrances that smell like very, very expensive, high-end fragrances, but for $49 for these bottles, I mean, it is absolutely just incredible. Now, the beauty is, if you guys want to pick up anything from Pete and Pedro, I'm going to put a link in the description below to get you guys a special discount. And it only works through that link, so click the link below again to get a discount on anything from Pete and Pedro. But I highly recommend King and I highly recommend Rebel, as these are just some of the best fragrances that I own, and they smell absolutely amazing. And they have great performance as well. And like I said, I get so many compliments when I'm wearing both of these that it's just insane. And like I said, Rebel, it's just kind of like the jack of all trades. I mean, you can wear it when you're wearing a jacket, you can wear it, you know, shirt and jeans, you can wear it if you're dressed up. I mean, it just is phenomenal. Now, King, I think King has a little bit more of a class to it, right? So if you're wearing a polo, you're wearing a button down, you're wearing a nice turtleneck sweater, something like that, that's where King really shines in my opinion, because it's just fitting for that. So I absolutely love these bottles. I have the travel sprayer as well because I just take it with me in my backpack, throw it in there, spritz it on if I need a spritz in the afternoon. But you just can't go wrong. So again, I'm going to put the link below for Pete and Pedro, get you guys a special discount. So make sure you click that link and you'll be able to get a good discount. So that's it, guys. Those are my fragrances that I kind of keep in rotation right now. I've got a few others, but I just don't really use them a lot, maybe once in a while. But these are kind of my main like 6 right now that I kind of just keep in a constant rotation. So put in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys are wearing. I'd love to hear if you have any experience with the stuff that I have personally. So put it down in the comments below. And thanks for watching the video. Give me one of these and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you guys at the next one. Peace.